Welcome. My name is Diana Waring, and I'm glad you're here. Today, I'd like to talk about creating your family culture. Not about all the ways your kids are distinct from you and, why can't you be more like your brother? We have already dealt with some of that in Puppy Paws and in Enjoy Your Kids. But today, let's talk about how we can be intentional and strategic in creating our family culture. Focus on the things that make us the Smith family, or the Chong family, or the Waring family, or fill in the blank. But there's something unique and wonderful about what unifies your family, the things you have in common, the things you enjoy doing together, and the things that make you, those things that make your family distinctive. And these are a significant part of establishing your child's identity. Having a good grasp of who you are is a big deal. Knowing where you've come from and the unique family you belong to is a vital component of children transitioning into adulthood. So what do? How do we enhance and strategize our approach to family culture in an authentic way, in a way that blesses our kids? I like to think of it as going to your cupboard, opening the doors, and seeing what's there. What kind of ethnic heritage do you have? What things do you love to do with your family? It's the combination of these things that helps to create your family culture. So let's look at both. First, what ethnic group are you or your spouse from? Do your parents or grandparents speak a different language at home? Are there special ethnic foods that belong to your family's heritage? Do you celebrate holidays in ways that fit your ethnic background? I remember visiting with a young woman in Hawaii whose heritage was Native Hawaiian. She was so excited to introduce my family to some Hawaiian homeschoolers who were also Native Hawaiians. We drove along the beautiful coast of Oahu while she described this family, whose father was a pastor. When we stopped at a beach, she excitedly pointed out to some folks who were surfing and said, "There they are." I loved it. In surfing, this homeschool family was celebrating their ethnic heritage as Native Hawaiians. Not all of us have this in our cupboard. My heritage comes from the British Isles, but such a long time ago that there's no real memory of that in my family. We have some stories from grandparents and their relatives, but it's back there, it's vague. Our stories, though, are different, you and I. So let me ask you, is an ethnic heritage part of your family culture? If so, celebrate it. Teach your kids where they've come from. Help them learn the language, to honor their heritage and to embrace the distinctives. Enhance your heritage by sharing it with your kids. Next, what things do you do that you love? To get you started, let me suggest some possibilities. Do you love reading or art or cooking? Do you love politics or sports or hiking or knitting? Do you love animals, gardening? Do you love camping? This is a very unique area specific to you. It's what's in your cupboard. There are no right and wrong answers here. It's just to help you think about what you bring to the family. Then, if you're married, ask your spouse to go through this same exercise. When you have the combined list, think about the wealth of things you have to share with your kids. These things are part of the distinctiveness of you. And as you strategically share your love of these things with your kids, they can enhance the distinctiveness of your family and become part of your family culture. So for instance, in our family, my husband and I both love music. He was a music teacher and I was a folk singer. So when our kids were little, we played a variety of music for them. And as they got bigger, I started teaching them to sing in rounds, like row, row, row your boat. And it got a little more extensive after that. Our kids took in our love of music, and in time, it became one of the most distinctive Waring family traits. We love to sing together in 4-part harmony, and we do it as often as we have the chance. But again, our stories are different. So let me ask you, what are the things you love doing? Once you have your list, ask yourself, how can I share this with my kids in a way that allows them to enjoy the experience? Be intentional and be strategic with this. If you love to read books, Create a family culture of reading books together by reading a book out loud that everyone can enjoy, or by putting a dozen different books on the table and inviting everyone to choose the one they want to read. Add some comfy blankets and tasty snacks, and there you go. Or if you love camping, strategize how to introduce your kids in such a way that they might come to love it the way you do. What would delight your kids' hearts on a camping trip? S'mores come to mind, just saying. Take it nice and slow, not demanding that your kids enjoy this or that, but welcoming and inviting each one into the things you love. By the way, some things are going to become part of your family culture, while other things may just remain your own hobby, and that's okay. We'll keep talking together about how to do this parenting, homeschooling thing. There's a lot to learn. See you next time.